WYSL.
Welcome to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, made possible with support from presenting sponsor Collette. Each month, we'll feature business and community leaders sharing their stories, initiatives, concerns, and passions. Learn practical information regarding community resources and opportunities. Now, the host of Business Voice, Greece Regional Chamber President and CEO, Sarah Lentini.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber sponsored by Collette, our partner in travel. We've got a great show for you today. Two wonderful guests, starting with Jeff Tredo, director of the Rochester Colleges for Bryant and Stratton, which is a wonderful multi-state institution, followed by Sharon Quataert of Sharon Quataert Realty. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Need help with health insurance? The Greece Regional Chamber provides assistance with health insurance for businesses, nonprofits, families, and individuals throughout our region. We pride ourselves on the personalized service that we provide for our clients. Let us help you find health insurance plans that fit your needs and navigate the paperwork. Greece Chamber Benefit Partners, located at 2402 Westridge Road in Rochester, New York, offers a broad range of medical insurance plans for businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and families throughout the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region, working with insurance companies including Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, Univera, and MVP Healthcare. We can also help you access insurance plans through the New York State of Health, the official health plan marketplace. Again, you do not need to live or work in Greece to utilize our brokerage services. We serve the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region of New York State. Visit greecechamber.org to sign up for one of our free health insurance information sessions or schedule an appointment with one of our licensed brokers. Call 585-227-7272. 585-227-7272.
In 2018, visit exciting U.S. and international destinations with the Greece Regional Chamber in partnership with Collette. They've done all the planning and negotiating for you so you can put the fun back in. 2018 tours include America's Cowboy Country, South Africa, Spain and Portugal, and the Treasures of Tuscany. Visit the Greece Regional Chamber today. Go online or call 585-227-7272 to find out about their upcoming presentations. Take the trip of a lifetime. Again, that's 585-227-7272.
Do you become awestruck when looking through kitchen magazines or watching remodeling shows? You see some of those kitchens and they just look magnificent. If you purchase the same exact cabinets, countertops, and appliances and hire a random remodeling company to install them, your kitchen may look similar to the picture, but most likely it won't have the same feel or gusto. To achieve perfection and awesomeness, Gaelen Style Fine Kitchen and Baths will go the extra mile. Gaelen Style Fine Kitchens and Baths takes all the time and effort to make your kitchen magazine worthy. Galen's Fine Kitchen and Baths. Call 585-978-5154. That's 585-978-5154.
Griswold Home Care is dedicated to keeping the heart at home by referring caregivers who are passionate about helping aging or disabled adults live independently at home. If your goal is to remain at home, we can refer compassionate caregivers you can trust. Whether you are recovering from a hospital stay, injury, or illness, or you need help caring for a spouse or parent, let Griswold Home Care help you reduce the anxiety and stress during this time. Compassion is our passion. Call 1-800-GRISWOLD or visit griswoldhomecare.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Contact your local real estate expert, Sharon Quataert at Sharon Quataert Realty. If you're wondering what your home is worth in today's market, the Sharon Q team is happy to provide you with that value and an overview of the current market trends in your area for free. If you're looking to buy or build your dream home, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. We have earned the trust and confidence of thousands of happy clients and would love to do the same for you. Visit SharonQ.com or call us today at 900-1111.
For over 75 years, Villa of Hope has risen to meet the changing needs of our community. We know more than ever about the consequences of trauma and how it tears families apart. As our communities battle drug epidemics, violence, bullying, and teen suicide, the Villa stands as a place where youth and families can rebuild relationships, recover potential, and renew hope for the future. For more information, visit villaofhope.org.
Don't miss the Greece Regional Chamber's Health and Home Expo at the Northwest Family YMCA on Long Pond Road, Saturday, February 24th from 9 a.m. to noon. Check out great exhibits to inspire health and better living, plus giveaways, inflatable activities for kids, free admission and parking. Gold sponsors include A. Christina Breenhale State Farm Agency, Holy Sepulchre Cemetery and Ascension Garden, and the Village at Rochester Regional Health. For details, call greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272.
Duty, honor, country. WYSL 92.1 FM and 1040 AM.
Welcome back to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber sponsored by Collette. I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber, and I'm delighted to welcome our first guest, Jeff Tredo, Director of the Rochester Colleges for Bryant and Stratton. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, Sarah. It's great to be here today.
Wonderful. Jeff, tell us a little bit about Bryant and Stratton. I think it's one of those institutions everybody thinks they know, but I'm guessing that there are a few things that they might not know. For instance, I've been here for a long time, but I didn't realize until recently that Bryant and Stratton doesn't just operate in this area and doesn't just operate in New York State.
No, that's for sure. And actually, it's an institution that's been around since 1854, so we're over 160 years strong.
Wow.
We have 19 locations across 4 states. 9 of those are across New York. We're in Ohio, Virginia, and Wisconsin. And, of course, we have an online division as well. So we serve over 10,000 students as an institution.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's really an impressive array, and that makes you a major employer. Now, you've got a lot of colleges in New York State and certainly in this region. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we're in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and Albany. We have multiple campuses in each of those. And, here in Rochester, we, of course, are in Greece, and we're in Henrietta, and offer a variety of programs from associate to baccalaureate level in areas such as healthcare, business, technology, legal. So quite an offering of choices for students looking to continue their education.
Wonderful. That's great. So one of the things that I think about is that you've got a wonderful array of course offerings, but also that you have some fantastic training that's, that's great for professionals that might be in a field, say, like insurance, where they don't have to sign on for a full semester course, but maybe they get some training that's essential to get a license and to keep a license.
Correct.
I don't remember the name of the division of the college that does that.
That's the Professional Skills Center that we have. And so we do offer training in life, accident, and health licensure. We also do some medical coding on that side of the house. We do have an exciting new degree program in medical coding that we can talk about in a little bit. But it really is our response to the community that we serve, providing the options that are best for a student, whether that be a professional looking to brush up on skills or whether that be someone looking to come aboard and earn a degree or a baccalaureate degree.
That's wonderful. So what's happened over those, what did you say, was it 160 years?
Yeah, a little more than that, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
which is a staggering amount of time. So how has the college evolved, or is it very similar to what it was like at the beginning?
So it's amazing. Like any institution of higher ed, we certainly have evolved over the years. We became degree granting in 1972, but really have been a pioneer in introducing state-of-the-art technology into the classroom. Little known fact, we published the first ever textbooks on double entry bookkeeping, and we did that in response to demand from the workplace. We had employers saying to us that they needed employees who were trained in this, so we published a textbook to help train people in it.
That's fantastic.
We introduced a modern, quote-unquote, piece of technology way back when called the typewriter into the classroom, and to this day, we continue to try to incorporate those tools that are being used in the workplace by employees for employers for people to get gainful employment and contribute and add value to their employers.
So the connection between the training and the education and employment after that has been paramount in the Bryant and Stratton model from the beginning. Certainly.
We are a career-focused organization. Our goal is to get you in, have you earn a credential so that you can get out into the workforce and begin to earn. And we have always had that as a focus. we really view students and employers both as our customers. So we try to be very responsive to both and ensure our programs remain contemporary by getting feedback from employers to ensure that we're teaching the latest and most in-demand skills.
That's great. So when somebody comes to you and completes, you said, now, do you give BA degrees as well as BS degrees?
We have BS degrees. So we have a BS in Health Services Administration. We have a BBA degree in General Management. Those are two of the bigger baccalaureate programs. Our associate degree programs are AAS degrees. And we actually, for folks that want to start out at a diploma level, we have a college diploma. That's typically 30 credits of college level work. Really great for somebody who's in the workplace who maybe wants to come back and earn a credential but doesn't need to go the full distance to an associate or a baccalaureate degree, but they still earn that credential that may give them mobility within the career they're in or potential increased earning opportunities.
Yep, earnings, options. That's a very meaningful thing that you're offering. So, with those degrees and the focus that you have on making a good connection between the education and employment, do you actually place or help to place students in jobs?
We provide lifetime placement assistance for our students. So if you graduate from Bryant and Stratton, certainly no institution can guarantee employment, but we will work with you to help you prepare your resume and cover letter. We'll do mock interviews with you. We will work with our employers to try and line up interviews for students, and then we stay connected after you get placed to make sure that the job's working out well for both the employer and the student. We can provide refresher skills if it's needed. And then again, if you're going to, maybe 10 years down the road, you're looking at changing careers, you can come back and we'll provide that service all over again.
That's fantastic. What a wonderful service.
Yes.
And that really is, it seems to me that distinguishes you a bit from others.
Indeed. It is pretty unique in the marketplace, if you will. And, again, it's our commitment to our students and our employers. A lot of times an employer will be looking for someone who has experience. Our alumni pool can be a great place to draw from.
Right. I imagine, too, that you're, with this connection to people that have graduated, your alumni population, that eventually some of them become the employers as well, which is, which is very, I imagine that's very rewarding.
Very rewarding. And the other thing that we have, every program requires students to do an internship. So they get practical, hands-on experience while they're completing their program. And it varies, but around a third of those students in an internship end up getting an employment offer from that employer. So it's a really great testing ground, right? The student gets the opportunity to get into their field and see how it feels, see if that employer is right for him, and vice versa. The employer gets a chance to see, will that employee fit within the culture of their particular organization? So it's a win-win for both.
Yeah, it sounds like a great model all the way around. So, Jeff, how did you get in this business? I mean, I didn't even ask you, how long have you been with Bryant and Stratton?
So I have been with the college for 25 years.
Wow.
I'm one of the more well-traveled associates at the college. I have worked at 16 of our 19 campuses over that 25 years. 3 children born in 3 different states. It has really been a fantastic experience for me, and I've enjoyed the opportunity to be in different geographic areas, see what's the same, what's different, and try and bring those best practices with me as I've moved around.
You don't happen to be an alumnus?
I am not.
No,
that I am not. We do have a few of those that work for us, but I am not. I am actually a graduate of RIT.
Oh, so right here in Rochester. This is really your home. Are you originally from Rochester, if you don't mind my asking?
I am not, actually. I moved here to go to college. I'm from the Binghamton area in South Central New York.
Close enough.
Yes, and came to RIT and did start with the college here in Rochester at what was our downtown campus on St. Paul, which is now our Greece campus. So that is where I started my career here. So I'm back home, being back in Rochester. Relative to Bryant and Stratton. I couldn't be happier.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, and this is a great community. I love it. I'm a transplant as well, by the way, but I, much like you, I'm a transplant from going back so many years that it may not be the title for me anymore. But no, I love the Rochester area. So now that you've been here for 25 years and the college is evolving, you might think that you're kind of, the model is set, but you've got some new things in the offing, don't you?
Yeah. One thing that I've certainly learned, and we as an institution know, is in higher education, you have to continue to transform and innovate. If you don't do that, you're not staying contemporary, and you're not meeting the needs of an ever-changing employment area. So some of the exciting things that we have going, about a year ago, we introduced the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program.
Wow.
That's a 2-year program. It's the only one of its kind in Rochester.
Is it really?
Yes, and we're having great success with that. We're seeing very strong graduation rates. We're seeing very strong employment outcomes from it. So we're excited about that program.
And occupational therapy isn't a simple field, is it? I mean, it's got a...
It is not a simple field.
It's got a lot of wrinkles to it, right?
Yeah, and it's it's a field that really looks for people with the compassion and the desire to help and care for individuals, and really provides a strong basis. It's a great program, and we've seen a lot of demand for graduates of it. Similarly, on the healthcare front, we started another exciting program, medical reimbursement and coding.
Oh, wow.
This one we run in a blended format, and what that means for us is that a student pursuing that program will attend the campus just a little over half of the time, and the other half of the time they learn in a virtual environment. So it's great for a working adult who wants to come back,
right?
Or anyone who wants that flexibility of not necessarily having to be at campus every day. It comes with pairings with certifications. So after 30 credits, you have an opportunity to sit for the CCA coding certification. And upon completion of the 2-year program, the opportunity for the CCSP. And I'm sorry to throw acronyms out there, but they're both very contemporary certifications in there and necessary for coding jobs. And that comes as part of the student's tuition for the program. So we pay for it for the students. Absolutely. And again, another one we're seeing demand. I meet Monday with a large national employer called RadNet, who is very interested in the program and wants to work with us on maybe adding some elements around radiological coding to it. So another hot program. Yeah,
and everything that we're talking about right now, we're all fall under the umbrella of healthcare, right?
That is correct.
And it seems to me that I just heard, not that it's a surprise, that healthcare kind of surpassed every other sector at this point in terms of employment.
And we anticipate that it'll continue to do so as all of us baby boomers continue to age. We're going to need more and more of that care.
Wait,
and
you included me in that? I don't understand why.
Well, all right, just me.
I'm teasing. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, so
it's a big swath. Baby boomers. That's a lot of different years.
It is indeed, and so. It is an area we anticipate growing, especially in an area like Rochester. So, again, it's reflective of the college continuing to be contemporary in the programs that we offer and meeting the needs of the employment community we serve.
Right. Wonderful. And one of the things that I know about you, and I should mention that Maria Scalise, who is, I believe she's head of marketing for all of New York State, if not beyond at this point, for Bryant and Stratton, sits on the Greece Regional Chamber Board of Directors, and she's marvelous as well. And obviously has helped us to connect with all sorts of great people at the college, yourself included. And one of the things that I know is how committed you guys are to being engaged with the community. And a great point, in fact, is that you served as a panelist for us recently at our, we ended up calling it our Business and Education Luncheon because I had crafted a title that was a little bit longer than perhaps it should have been, but I believe it was called, Emerging Issues in Business and Education. And it was a moderated panel discussion and forum, and we had a group of unbelievable very talented, very knowledgeable people coming from education, yourself included, and then from business, and then also from government, because government plays such an important role in both business and education. Obviously, that's where a lot of the resources come from, but also a lot of legislation that can be enabling or not can come straight out of the government sector. So I know folks in the membership really enjoyed the event and enjoyed hearing all of your thoughts and perspectives, and I know you were mentioning you enjoyed making some connections.
Indeed, and I thought it was a great experience for myself professionally, and I really think the concept was right on. You hit the trifecta, right? Yep. It was the K-12 sector was represented, higher ed was represented, and government was represented. Mm-hmm. And one of the comments that I made yesterday was opportunity for collaborations amongst those three groups. And I truly feel that's great opportunity for any community. And again, having traveled around to many geographic areas, you can see those communities where those three parts, with employers part of it, come together.
Right. Really
fantastic things can happen. And, we take seriously our role in the community as a college and educators here. And we want to do what we can to contribute to the growth and prosperity of the Rochester area.
And I think that's great. I mean, it's, it would be very easy not to be like that. It would be very easy to just focus on your own stuff, but you don't. And no. I just wanted to say also thank you for sponsoring the event, which was very appreciated. And, again, is a testament to the commitment that you guys make to community. But, before we let you go, I'm wondering if there are any other things that you guys are thinking about, planning, anything that you could share with listeners that might be coming down the pike with Bryant and Stratton.
So I really do have some exciting news that I'll share here today that is just trickling out into the community. But beginning this fall, we will be starting the first collegiate men's basketball team.
Wow.
And in the Greece area. So we are USCAA Division I. And made a great hire for a coach, and our recruiting has started. And beginning this fall, we'll have a men's basketball team.
That's great.
Bryant and Stratton College Bobcats. And,
you've got a name and everything.
Yes, we do.
Wow.
And we're very, very excited about it. And it's a great opportunity. And it really is what we envision as our first step into athletics, and we plan to add additional teams as we move forward. So we're
great.
excited, as you can imagine. Our students are excited about it, and it's really building a lot of great excitement at the campus.
Oh, yeah, and it's wonderful for the community, not just for, it's great for the campus, great for your students, but, it's another component for the greater Rochester region. I think a really important one. I'm whether you're into sports or not, I see how much athletics can bring a community together, gives the community some identity, some rallying points, and it's a great thing to be adding to academics. After all, mind and body and spirit, they need to work together as one in order for us to be optimal beings. So I just think that's a wonderful addition. Thank you for sharing it. Are you breaking the news?
Yes, it is
here
pretty breaking.
Business Voice?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed.
It's awesome.
So we're excited, and our goal is to build a team and create a team from local talent. We're recruiting locally. This is not a national search for talent. We want to provide opportunity for students in the Rochester area to come and play collegiate level basketball at Bryant and Stratton. So we're really looking forward to it.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah. Jeff Tredo, Director of Rochester Colleges for Bryant and Stratton, thank you so much for joining us here today on Business Voice.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great experience.
Our next guest is Sharon Quataert, owner of Sharon Quataert Realty. Stick around. We'll be right back.
American history and practical man. You study them hard and hoping to pass. Working your fingers right down to the bone. And the guy behind you won't leave you alone.
Need help with health insurance? The Greece Regional Chamber provides assistance with health insurance for businesses, nonprofits, families, and individuals throughout our region. We pride ourselves on the personalized service that we provide for our clients. Let us help you find health insurance plans that fit your needs and navigate the paperwork. Greece Chamber Benefit Partners, located at 2402 Westridge Road in Rochester, New York, offers a broad range of medical insurance plans for businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and families throughout the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region, working with insurance companies including Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield, Univera, and MVP Healthcare. We can also help you access insurance plans through the New York State of Health, the official health plan marketplace. Again, you do not need to live or work in Greece to utilize our brokerage services. We serve the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region of New York State. Visit greecechamber.org to sign up for one of our free health insurance information sessions or schedule an appointment with one of our licensed brokers. Call 585-227-7272. 585-227-7272.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Contact your local real estate expert, Sharon Quataert at Sharon Quataert Realty. If you're wondering what your home is worth in today's market, the Sharon Q team is happy to provide you with that value and an overview of the current market trends in your area for free. If you're looking to buy or build your dream home, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. We have earned the trust and confidence of thousands of happy clients and would love to do the same for you. Visit SharonQ.com or call us today at 900-1111.
From the history of Holy Sepulchre Cemetery to the pastoral beauty of Ascension Garden Cemetery, the Holy Sepulchre family of cemeteries offers sacred, peaceful, reflective, and beautiful spaces to remember your loved ones. Whether you wish your final resting place to be in ground in one of our many garden sections or above ground in one of our mausoleums or columbarium, you will find options and price ranges to meet all your needs. Both cemeteries also offer special sections for first responders, veterans, and for natural or green burials. We invite you to visit us today or call 585-458-4110 to make an appointment. Holy Sepulchre and Ascension Garden Cemeteries offer peaceful, beautiful spaces.
Do you need a place to relax? Frisbee's Landscaping, Ponds, and Patios is waiting for your call. Frisbee's Landscaping, Ponds, and Patios will create your personal paradise, a vacation destination in your own backyard. Frisbee's Landscaping, Ponds, and Patios will take your dreams and make them a reality. Your only limitation is your imagination. Call us today to schedule your free consultation. Visit our website at frisbeeslandscaping.com or call us at 585-698-4605. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Frisbee's Landscaping, Ponds, and Patios.
5-Star Urgent Care is here to help treating non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses, getting your family back to what matters. From colds and flus to upset stomach, 5-Star is open on all major holidays to provide your family quick, convenient care when you need it most. Located on Dewey Avenue near Big Lots Plaza, walk in today to be seen and treated quickly with no appointment necessary and most insurance accepted. Visit 5staruc.com to learn more.
In 2018, visit exciting U.S. and international destinations with the Greece Regional Chamber in partnership with Collette. They've done all the planning and negotiating for you so you can put the fun back in. 2018 tours include America's Cowboy Country, South Africa, Spain and Portugal, and the Treasures of Tuscany. Visit the Greece Regional Chamber today. Go online or call 585-227-7272 to find out about their upcoming presentations. Take the trip of a lifetime. Again, that's 585-227-7272.
Hello, my name is Art Wheat, CEO of Site Steward, where we make great stewards of your website. We're proud to bring value and support to many businesses and nonprofits in our community, including the Grease Chamber. What do you like best about your website? Is it optimized for Google? Is it mobile friendly? Can your team easily make changes on their own? If these questions make you think about ways your website could improve, then we would be honored if you visited our website at sitesteward.com or call us at 585-647-1101 and give us a chance to be great stewards of your website. Again, visit us at sitesteward.com or call 585-647-1101.
Tasteful Connections, your caterer of choice for all your corporate catering needs. No matter the size of your group or the magnitude of the event, Tasteful Connections prides itself on always offering the same high-quality food, the same professional service, and the same careful attention to detail. We want to become your go-to caterer, from the simple to the extravagant, from small to large, from reasonable to expensive. Tasteful Connections will create a top-notch event to represent your company at its best. Please check the website at tastefulconnections.com for menu suggestions, photos, and catering ideas. Call 585-467-4400 to speak to a catering consultant. Tasteful Connections, catering made simple.
If you're looking to market and grow your business, make new business connections, and give back to the community in a meaningful way, consider joining the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're the largest suburban chamber in Monroe County, and we offer networking, education, marketing, insurance, and advocacy. You do not need to live or work in Greece to join. Our members come from throughout the region. In short, we're better together, and together we're moving business forward. Visit greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272 to join today.
The voice of liberty.
WYSL.
You're listening to WYSL1040.com, 92.1 FM and 1040 AM WYSL Avon Rochester.
Our house in the middle of our street.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber, sponsored by Collette, our partner in travel. I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber, and I'm delighted to welcome our next guest, Sharon Quataert of Sharon Quataert Realty. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm delighted to have you on the show. And Sharon, you're a neighbor of ours, so I want everybody to know that beautiful new building on West Ridge Road that is now going to have a neighbor, right?
Absolutely.
Chick-fil-A, I think, is moving in right next door to you. Is really there thanks to you, because you bought and did you buy the building that's right there?
No, I rent that, but we are very proud to be there. It's a beautiful spot.
What is the address on West Ridge?
2170 West Ridge Road.
And if you want to know where Chick-fil-A is going in,
that's right next door,
which is fantastic. I mean, I think it's going to be wonderful for the area. But the work that you did, you invested. I mean, it's a beautiful spot. You invested a ton in the building.
We did the whole build out, both levels, the Ridge Road level and the lower level, and it accommodates our team beautifully.
Lovely. And I'm losing track of time because obviously we were there at the ribbon cutting, which was fantastic when you opened. But how many years has it been? A couple?
It'll be 3 years this spring.
Wow. It's been 3 years already.
Time flies.
It sure does. And doing that was an outgrowth of a long career that you've had in real estate, correct?
It was almost like a full circle.
Wow. A full circle in what sense?
So when I started my career way back when, many, many years ago, I started at an independent company, a family-owned company. I then branched off to franchises, was actually the owner of a big franchise, and then full circle back to family-owned independent operation.
You know, that's interesting. I don't even think of real estate that way, but that's really, so what you're really doing is explaining that real estate has a couple of different types of models.
It does.
Yeah, and so are those so independent and franchise are the two basic models within the real estate world? Or?
They are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And are the franchises typically larger
they
entities
are, yes.
as a general rule?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you were part of a very successful franchise before you started Sharon Quataert Realty, correct?
I was, until I realized that doing what I do, doing what I love, sitting with buyers and sellers is really where I belong.
Nice.
So.
Nice. And you're originally from the area, correct?
I am.
Are you from, maybe it's from Greece specifically?
Yep, the town of Greece.
The town of Greece.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know the area probably like the back of your hand, I'm guessing.
I certainly
You're looking at the back of your hand.
I certainly do. Yeah, that is my place. That's my home.
And was it a straight shot for you? Like you kind of knew what you wanted to do and you ended up in real estate because that was what you had said in your head you wanted to try? Or
kind of. It was way back. I was 21 years old. So, you know, as much as we know about ourselves back then.
Right. Well, it was only a few years.
Yeah, right. And I stumbled upon this career and it was an automatic fit. As soon as I found it accidentally, I realized this is where I belonged. And 33 years later, here I am. So
there are a lot of different aspects of the real estate business. So what do you think was suiting you particularly? Was it because I imagine, for one thing, it's a little, you know, we were even, every time I think of real estate, I think of the fact that there are a lot of unknowns, right? From you know, having to be fluid, having to be flexible, having to respond to, you know, changing market conditions, as well as your, you know, maybe your customers' wishes or... So sure, certainly the flexibility was something that always worked into my long-term plan of being a mother and having a family. And also, you know, developing relationship is what I learned very early on is what this business is really all about. It's less about the product of selling a house and more about the building of a relationship with a client, a prospective seller or buyer. And that, I think, is what I gravitated to most. Very nice. So that makes me think that you probably have some repeat clients. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness. So you've built a client base over the last however many number of years. Yeah. So that's years. Wonderful. So you've got both a knowledge of a client base that's obviously, you know, doing a little bit of changing from year to year, as well as the industry. So what have you seen, given that you've been in the industry a long time and you've worked on both the franchise side as well as is it independent? Is that the right word? That's what we'll call it. Okay. All right. Well, you'll bear with me. And so what have you seen and what are you seeing in terms of changes in the real estate market and what's happening right now? Well, particularly right now, we're in such a heated seller's market, and we have been for the past 18 months, and it's projected to go on the rest of 2018 because of such a shortage in inventory. And that's really what's creating this frenzy
And there's a whole host of reasons why that's happening. You know, part of it is the baby boomers aren't moving as soon as they may have in years past. The millennials are trying to jump into the market to take advantage of the interest rates before they are anticipated to go up.
Yep.
So all of those things and a whole host of other things are what's really causing this. There's just not enough houses for as many buyers as we have out there.
So this is a great time to sell your home.
Absolutely great time. Sellers are getting, they're able to overlook things that they may have had to address in years past because buyers don't have a choice. They've got to take things kind of the way that they are. So the sellers make out.
That's wonderful. And do you see a difference? Because, I know that you're based in Greece, you're from Greece, but obviously you sell homes not just in the town of Greece. So Do you see changes or differences in different parts of the region? Or is this just, this is sort of the truth everywhere? And is the same thing happening across the country? Do you know?
It is happening across the country very similarly, although there are different price points that are feeling different things in the market. So particularly in our world on the west side or in Greece, we're seeing that the market over 300 is a little less of a frenzy. There's fewer buyers out there in that range. And other parts of the county, there's different price points that are moving faster than others.
And then you said that this is also happening. Maybe the prices are different because the prices have always been different in different parts of the country. But the shortage of housing is something that's being felt in other areas.
It's an economic thing. It's a generational thing. It's happening everywhere.
And I'm not sure if I understood a comment that you made earlier. You said the baby boomers aren't moving. Do you mean they're not moving out of their parents' homes?
No, they're not moving out of their own homes. So they're not downsizing as quickly as they may have in the past.
Okay.
So they're staying in their homes longer.
Okay.
And the millennials are out there trying to take advantage of all of this.
And they're knocking on doors and they're not open.
Right.
So to
right.
speak.
And then we have the whole generation in between that actually have refinanced over the years, taking advantage of these interest rates. So why are they going to move? They've already done their home improvements. So they're sitting still a little bit longer. Statistically, the average person moved every 5 to 7 years for decades. Now that's moved to every 10 to 12 years.
Oh, wow. That's an enormous shift.
It is.
On an individual basis, it doesn't sound like much. But then if you look across an entire population, that's got to be impacting the market tremendously.
And to couple that, there are more millennials than there are baby boomers. So, of course, we've got a larger population.
I did not realize that.
Yes.
There's
more of them.
Because everybody always talks about the baby boomers as such an enormous population. There are more millennials?
There are. Now, they're a little slower to come into the market because they're straddled with more student loan debt and other things. So they're buying at a little bit later age, but there are more of them.
Wonderful. So that's opportunity, but without houses, that's an issue. Does that mean that new construction is up?
New construction has been wonderful to the extent that it's affordable. So, of course, with all of the new codes required, it has become, and with the cost of development and land, it has become a little cost prohibitive for a lot of people.
So it's an opportunity for a developer that really knows how to create, how to squeeze. I don't know what the word is, but how to get the most value out of a limited set of tools or resources at their disposal.
Most definitely.
So I'm gonna imagine that I can picture who it is that might succeed in that kind of a market. So. Looking across the age spectrum, because we talked about millennials and we've talked about baby boomers, and certainly at least some part of the baby boomer generation also, they might downsize, but they might also move into a senior living facility. And I'm pretty sure that you get involved with some of those transitions as well. Is that correct?
I definitely do. I love working with them. So, that is a time in their life where they certainly need somebody who really understands the market, who's empathetic to what they're going through. It's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying it's a big deal emotionally.
Yes.
Yeah. So people are maybe making the decision to move out of their homes and into something that's more of a adult or senior living facility, but it isn't always. It isn't always without some concern about loss of freedom, perhaps. I mean, what sorts of things are emotional?
I think more often they get just overwhelmed with the whole process. They've been in their house a very long time. They've accumulated a lot of things. Their kids live out of town or out of state. So they really need somebody to help them through the resources, the service providers who can make that transition for them as simple as possible. Because they're stressed out about leaving that home anyways.
Right. Now, one of the things that strikes me as being a very good thing in light of this conversation is that senior living options and adult living facilities, and I'm probably missing another term for the kind of housing that we're talking about, is much more varied and much more interesting and sophisticated than it used to be, it seems to me, so that there are a lot of places that you can move into, as early as maybe 55 years old.
That's right.
I might be making that up. Does that
No, you're
sound
right. We actually have a community. It's a 55-plus community in Ogden.
Oh, very nice. Mm-hmm. And they don't necessarily you don't necessarily need to be moving in because you have any kind of health issues,
right?
And some of them are really very beautiful, basically beautiful apartments, right?
Yeah, and these are actually single family homes. They're just on smaller lots, and they're smaller homes, so they're manageable. They're very low maintenance, and it's a very attractive option for a lot of people who aren't ready to give up that home, that house on a lot.
Right. So one of the things that I think is really also very important about you and Sharon Quataert Realty, the firm, that I think our listeners should know is how committed you are to the community and how active you are within the community, above and beyond what you do in your real estate business. So what people may not know is that Sharon is the vice chair of the Greece Regional Chamber Board of Directors, and you've been on the board for a long time, correct?
I have. I lost count how many years.
You lost count of how many years. And that's absolutely a volunteer labor and a labor of love. And I know that you've also spent a lot of time in various years working with young people in the community, and I know that was very near and dear to your heart. And then I know that you're also bringing people along in your business. One of the things that I admire is the number of younger professionals that you're bringing in. Is that something that you do consciously, or does it just happen that way? Or
no, it is a conscious thing. Several years ago, we recognized that the average realtor was 58 years old.
Oh, wow.
Right. And that's average. So we knew that it was an aging out industry.
Huh.
And so to be conscious of that, I had said, and this was back when we were building a big franchise, I had said, it is time for me to help build the next generation of realtors so that our industry stays as vibrant as it has been. Mm-hmm. So it was with that spirit that I started to get involved across the school district and other different venues that offer opportunity for me to try to mentor some young people, in addition to my children who have decided to get into this real estate business along with me.
Which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. That's that's going to be a lot of fun working with your children. They're not young, they're not little kids.
No, they're grown adults.
Using the term children somehow makes you picture little kids, but they're wonderful adults and individuals in their own right. But that's going to be a lot of fun. But you haven't been doing that all that long, right?
No, the kids joined me. Well, actually, my son has been licensed for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
He took a little 3-year sabbatical for another type of business and then found himself right back at it.
Nice.
And my daughter's been licensed for about a year. She's actually a CPA. And had decided to make a little career shift, and so far, so good. And, I say to people every day, it is just an amazing blessing to be able to see your kids every day of your life. Who knew as grown-ups that you'd be able to do that?
Yeah. And I think when it works really well, working with family. I've always, I don't know if I ever shared this with you, but my parents ran a nonprofit organization together. Ran one together, which is really going to be a challenge, right? And but did so very well. And then to this day, they're still working, and they still work together. And it is for them something that it works on every level. It brings them closer together, and they don't have, there aren't, I'm sure there've got to be moments where there's a little bit of tension or tussle over something, and I think more of that was in the past, but at the end of the day, it enhances the relationship that they have. And so I can imagine that it's a great joy.
It absolutely
is. You're sharing a big part of your life with people that you love. So
no doubt. I never realized how much of my real estate that they grew up around, they were really observing.
Right. And your daughter's CPA skills, Brittany's CPA skills, I imagine they come in handy as well, right?
Absolutely. She takes care of the bookworks at the office.
I wondered if she did.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So as you look to the future, because your business has now been in place for like 3 years, And it seems to me that, in some ways it's a new business, in some ways maybe not so much because you and the business are in some ways synonymous because of your longevity in the field and the region, blah, blah, blah. Are there some things that have you thought about some things that you might like to be doing in the future? And are there, some ways in which you want to see the business grow or that you already see it growing?
I think to speak to, the mentoring young people, I think that's probably where it's going to go. I'm grateful that I still am young enough and have the wherewithal to be able to pass on all that I've been blessed with. Mm-hmm. So that really is where I think the future lies until I decide that, maybe warmer weather is the place to be. What? I don't know. Who knows?
Somehow I really can't imagine you doing that.
I know everyone says that, but
yeah. Although a vacation might be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, especially right now because it's been a little bit snowy and a little bit cold here, and I don't know why it takes me by surprise every year. And I think we all say the same thing. On the one hand we say why the heck are we putting up with these winters, but on the other hand, boy, do we have beautiful summers around here,
right.
and even the winters are pretty cool when you get right down to it. But I am so delighted that you joined us here today on Business Voice. Sharon Quataert Realty is, it's one of the gem businesses on Westridge Road in the town of Greece, and we can wish you much continued success. And Sharon, if people want to reach out to you, is your web address? I believe it's just SharonQuataertRealty.com.
Yep,
is that
the
correct?
website is SharonQ.com.
Oh, it's SharonQ. My mistake.
SharonQ.com, and the phone number, easy to get us, is 900-1111.
Beautiful. Oh, I love it. 900-1111. How'd you get that phone number? Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much for joining us,
Thank
Sharon
you.
Quataert.
Thank you.
Stick around. Business Voice will be back after these messages.
Need help with health insurance? The Greece Regional Chamber provides assistance with health insurance for businesses, nonprofits, families, and individuals throughout our region. We pride ourselves on the personalized service that we provide for our clients. Let us help you find health insurance plans that fit your needs and navigate the paperwork. Greece Chamber Benefit Partners, located at 2402 Westridge Road in Rochester, New York, offers a broad range of medical insurance plans for businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and families throughout the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region, working with insurance companies including Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, Univera, and MVP Healthcare. We can also help you access insurance plans through the New York State of Health, the official health plan marketplace. Again, you do not need to live or work in Greece to utilize our brokerage services. We serve the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region of New York State. Visit greecechamber.org to sign up for one of our free health insurance information sessions or schedule an appointment with one of our licensed brokers. Call 585-227-7272. 585-227-7272.
In 2018, visit exciting U.S. and international destinations with the Greece Regional Chamber in partnership with Collette. They've done all the planning and negotiating for you so you can put the fun back in. 2018 tours include America's Cowboy Country, South Africa, Spain and Portugal, and the Treasures of Tuscany. Visit the Greece Regional Chamber today. Go online or call 585-227-7272 to find out about their upcoming presentations. Take the trip of a lifetime. Again, that's 585-227-7272.
Experience the ultimate in all-electric indoor go-kart racing at RPM Raceway in Rochester. RPM Raceway provides the most authentic, exhilarating, and memorable racing experience second only to climbing into an actual race car. No lights, no limits, just speed. Racers can conquer lightning-fast straightaways and hairpin turns in RPM Raceway's high-performance, Italian-made go-karts capable of speeds up to 45 miles per hour. Stop in for arrive and drive racing or book a personal celebration or corporate event. For more information, visit rpmraceway.com today.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Contact your local real estate expert, Sharon Quataert at Sharon Quataert Realty. If you're wondering what your home is worth in today's market, the Sharon Q team is happy to provide you with that value and an overview of the current market trends in your area for free. If you're looking to buy or build your dream home, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. We have earned the trust and confidence of thousands of happy clients and would love to do the same for you. Visit SharonQ.com or call us today at 900-1111.
Have you had enough of the corporate life? Start living the American dream and own your own business today. FranNet is your local franchise consultant. We match you to the ideal business based on your background, budget, lifestyle, and goals. And our services are free. Businesses in senior care, automotive services, IT, hair care, home improvement, and more. Businesses that are booming in today's economy and are looking to grow right here in Rochester. Quit guessing and wondering if business ownership is right for you. Contact John Adams today at 585-739-6625 for your free consultation. That's John Adams, FranNet, 585-739-6625 or online at franchiseupstateny.com.
Do you know someone who is 65 or older that needs a little extra help? Brookdale West Rochester is an assisted living community located in Greece that provides exceptional 24-hour nursing care, a signature dining program, and daily life enriching activities focusing on the 7 dimensions of wellness. We're available to support our residents and their families whenever and wherever we're needed. Call Teresa Capuano today at 225-7210 to schedule a visit. That number again, 225-7210. And find out why more seniors are choosing Brookdale Westside Rochester.
Don't miss the Greece Regional Chamber's Health and Home Expo at the Northwest Family YMCA on Long Pond Road, Saturday, February 24th from 9 a.m. to noon. Check out great exhibits to inspire health and better living, plus giveaways, inflatable activities for kids, free admission and parking. Gold sponsors include A. Christina Breenhale State Farm Agency, Holy Sepulchre Cemetery and Ascension Garden, and the Village at Rochester Regional Health. For details, call greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272.
God, family, liberty. WYSL 92.1 FM and 1040 AM.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber, sponsored by Collette, our partner in travel. I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber. And before we let you go today, I just want to let you know about some of the events and initiatives that are coming up at the Greece Regional Chamber and make sure you know what sorts of resources we offer to the community, both the business community and the general community. One of the things that we're very excited about that's coming up is our Health and Home Expo, which is going to be taking place on Saturday, February 24th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Northwest Family Y on Long Pond Road in Greece. The event is free, open to the public and free to the public. We're going to have a variety of exhibits and exhibitors from the health and home arenas. And also we're going to have drawings and giveaways and some very nice activities for kids, including a very exciting inflatable archery activity that apparently is brand new, that the YMCA is providing and supervising, that they tell me is the hot new game for kids. So stop on by. Again, that's Saturday, February 24th, 9 to noon at the Northwest Family Y, free and open to the public. And then we have, once again this year, in April, our 2018 Community Awards Gala. It's an evening event. It's at the Marriott. A wonderful chance to celebrate achievements in the community in all sorts of areas. We do a Business Person of the Year, a Young Professional of the Year, a Senior Citizen of the Year, awards in areas such as arts and culture, education, health, environment. So a very broad range of recognitions that take place. A wonderful meal served with wine for a very reasonable price. And, it is not only a great chance to celebrate community, but also a great chance to network. And we're actually about to issue a call for nominations for all those awards. So you might be interested in nominating somebody. So check out our website. That should be going up soon. And the website is greecechamber.org. We also have coming up our annual Youth Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We are going to be recognizing, typically every year we recognize, a dozen to 15 young people who are juniors and seniors in the community. We have been doing this for 28 years. It's a wonderful coming together of business, education and government. And we have a fantastic induction ceremony right at the mall at Grease Ridge, across the street from the Grease Chamber office on West Ridge Road. And that's going to be the evening of May 3rd. And then we've got a series of different trainings and workshops coming up. And just to mention a couple of them, in April, we're going to be kicking off a 7-week course on strategic business development that's being taught by Mike Kachechi of Accelerated Performance. He's been on the show in the past, so some of you might have caught that. And Mike is somebody who's been teaching more expansive versions of this course as an adjunct faculty member at several area colleges, and is somebody who has a tremendous background in not just in education, but also in sales and marketing and business development. We also have a great morning workshop on growing your website audience that's being offered by Site Steward, by Art Weed of Site Steward, which is a web development company and a web hosting company. And then another great morning course workshop on SEO optimization, search engine optimization, which is something that's very important to all of us who are trying to get the word out via our websites, and that's being led by Craig Tuttle Marketing. So that's a fantastic offering that we're excited about. And for those of you that might have need of health insurance, be it medical, dental, or vision, the Grease Regional Chamber of Commerce is a licensed New York State broker, actually has a subsidiary which is a licensed New York State broker called Grease Chamber Benefit Partners, right on West Ridge Road, 2402 West Ridge Road in the town of Grease. And we offer medical insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance. We work with all the major carriers, MVP, Excellus, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Guardian, and offer a very broad variety of plans and offerings. We work with individuals, we work with businesses, we work with nonprofits, small organizations, large ones. So that doesn't really exclude too many people. And importantly, you do not need to be a member of the Grease Regional Chamber to access the medical insurance. The dental and the vision are different, but for the medical insurance, you don't need to be a member of the Grease Regional Chamber, and you do not need to live or work in the town of Grease or even in Monroe County in order to be a member of the Grease Regional Chamber or to access insurance. We are the Grease Regional Chamber of Commerce in order to stress to you that we have members, in fact, close to half of our membership that comes from outside the town of Grease, and many members that come from outside Monroe County, in fact, even a couple that are outside of the state of New York. For the insurance, however, you do need to be in New York State, and we hope that you turn to us, even if it's just to explore some of these options and offerings. And we hope you've enjoyed today's show. We had a couple of great guests, Sharon Quataert of Sharon Quataert Realty and Jeff Tredo of Bryant and Stratton College. We hope you tune in to the next edition of Business Voice.
You've been listening to Business Voice, a program of the Grease Regional Chamber of Commerce sponsored by Collette. The Grease Regional Chamber of Commerce serves businesses, nonprofits, and individuals throughout the region, focusing on promoting economic and community development and serving as the voice for business. The Chamber offers networking, education, advocacy, community events, and business services. It serves as an important platform for business leaders and citizens to come together in support of common goals.